Hello mga KA-RFF! This is again Rex Mendoza from Rampver Financials. Alam nyo, when we started this YouTube channel, we had this objective to be here with you for your life and financial journey. We'd like to be with you. Gusto naming akayin kayo. Gusto namin kahit papano gabayan kayo towards the fulfillment of your financial dreams. Alam nyo po, ngayong umaga, medyo nag-surface yung objective na yan. Lalong-lalo na sa developments na nangyayari sa market. Exactly, 9:45, market is down 145 points, now at 6,828. Ang dami pong nagte-text, ang daming nagba-Viber, ang daming nagwa-WhatsApp. I'm so sure, if I open my email, marami din pong magtatanong doon, what do I do now, Rex? Ano na gagawin namin? Magbebenta na ba muna kami? Or dadagdagan namin ang aming position? All of these questions are always raised with enough emotional intensity sa mga panahong ganito. Kaya po itong video na ito, ilalabas ko ito agad, hopefully with a list of edits para naman po makarating agad sa inyo. Because I guess time is of the essence. Itong tanong na, are we going to buy more? Or do we sell first at bumalik na lang later? Ano ang gagawin namin? Mga tanong na ito, kailangang sagutin. Ang sagot ko po dyan is actually a bit more introspective. Dalawang bagay lang po. Before we get to act, always believe this. Always think, do I understand the market? Do I understand what's happening? Naintindihan ko bang nangyayari sa merkado? Kasi gagalaw na agad ako eh. May gagawin na ako kaagad eh. Naiintindihan ko ba ang nangyayari? Pangalawa, naiintindihan ko din ba ang sarili ko? Self-awareness is very important po sa investing. Kailangan kilalanin natin ang ating sarili. Para saan ba tayo nag-invest? At ano talaga ang ginagawa natin? Nag-i-invest ba tayo? O nagte-trade tayo? Baka naman nagsusugal tayo. Di ba? So, kailangan po, yung dalawang tanong na yan, sagutin natin. Do I understand the market? And do I understand myself? So, let's look at this market. Technically, abay, ang dami na pong technical analysis na lumabas dyan. I sure hope you got to watch all of these videos coming from Marvin Germo. Sinabi niya na po ito days ago because I always watch his YouTube channels. So, anong pong sabi niya? Ay, di ba? Naumpog tayo sa resistance, hindi natin kinaya, 7,475, and that's why we pushed back. But you see, January 11 lang, 7,304 tayo eh. 7,304. Bakit hindi natin kinaya? Bakit hindi tayo umabot ng 7,500? Strong resistance. Diba? Now, if you're going to be looking at supports, sa akin po, ang tingin ko, ang support nandun sa level ng 6,928 na nabasag na, medyo weak support, and the strong support actually that I see is at about 6,740. Where we are today, 6,800 versus 6,740, malapit na ba o malayo pa? Is there still a lot to gain by selling now and hopefully buying back at those levels? Or kung bumaba pa sa 6.5, baka pwede pa palang mangyari yun. But you see, I'd like to move from technical to fundamental. And I guess we have to be able to understand that. Kasi, alam nyo naman po mas value at fundamental investing ako, hindi ba? So, I will somehow overlay my own fundamental analysis. Kasi po, importante yon. Bakit hindi natin ma-breach yung 7,475? Abay, fundamentally po, mahirap. Why? Because at around 7,200 to 7,300, isa na tayo sa pinakamahal sa buong Asia. Isa na tayo sa pinakamahal, kaya yung foreign fund managers are not coming to us because we are already expensive. We were trading at over 22 times year-end projected earnings. Yes, we all agree magre-recover tayo this year. We all agree mag-bounce back up ang earnings per share projections ng ating mga kumpanya. Pero even as they do that, yung presyo ba ng stock? Paano siya in relation to those earnings? Medyo malaki na po yung multiple eh. Malaki na. So there has to be a way of that market to simmer down to bring it to values that are going to be good positions to buy. And that's what it's doing right now. That is exactly what the market is doing right now. Pero alam niyo po kung bakit emotionally intense ang ating mga investor? Bakit kayo medyo nagdududa, nagwo-worry? It's because of the news that's coming out. It is because of, number one, a bit of a spike in our COVID infections. Nakita nyo? Dati, 1,000 na lang, bumaba pa ng 1,000, 1,100. Ngayon po, 1,700 at mukhang umaakyat pa. So that's going to be one other concern. Now, there's this other concern. Yan po kumakalat ng mga text ngayon, kumakalat ng mga post. The Philippines will be one of the last, if not the last in Asia, to recover from this pandemic. Nabasa ko po yan, that this administration is actually bringing forth generations of hardship and difficulty because of the way they're handling COVID. Nakakapanlumo nga po. It really makes us worried about how the Philippines is going to be recovering. So, if ang ating view nung unang week ng January, the first few days, maybe the first 12, 15 days of January, medyo optimistic tayo, medyo nadadampen po ngayon because of this news. So, in the midst of all of this, makikita nyo, logically, yung correction na nakikita natin ngayon, logical. Pero ito na, ipapasok ko na yung understanding, yung tinatawag na appreciation. And I bring forth this quote that I used in many of my recent presentations. Ito po, quote ni Templeton, ano pong sabi niya? Bull markets are born on pessimism. They grow on skepticism. They mature on optimism. They die in euphoria. Markets are always ahead of economies. So, ano pong tingin ko? Pinanganak na ba yung bull? Last year. The most pessimistic year in recent times. Ngayon po is a time of skepticism. Di ba? Medyo nag-a-argue pa ang mga tao na magre-recover ba talaga tayo? Will that be a strong recovery? Some people say yes. Some people say no. Some people it will take long. This is skepticism. The bull markets grow in skepticism. Pag-agreed na po yan lahat, unanimous na, optimism na yan, matured na ang bull. At pagdating ng euphoria, na masyado ng overextended ang exuberation, dyan na po namamatay ang bull. So I think we can all agree that this will be a year where a bull can start growing. I'm not gonna say it's gonna start early within this year. It may be the tail end of the year. But always remember this. Go back to those charts. Ano ba ang nangyari noong 1991, 1998, and 2009? Where were you when these years passed? Alam niyo po ano yung common doon sa 3 taon na yon? These are all the years after a crisis hit. At balikan niyo po lahat, hindi naman yan nag-umpisa, recovery at lumipad agad eh. Yan po medyo may konting skepticism when it started, but when it got going, it went up on a consistent basis. Yan po ang nangyayari sa mga merkado. So that kind of an appreciation is very, very important for us who are looking forward to a longer term view. Kaya po babalik ako dun sa isang tanong na yun. Kilala nyo ba ang sarili nyo? Kayo ba'y nag-i-invest o nagte-trade? Kasi kung nagte-trade kayo, iba ang parameters. Iba ang rules. But when you're investing for long-term goals. You're building a long-term portfolio. So in the scheme of things, what you're seeing today can be an opportunity. What you're seeing today is an opportunity to build up And be a little selective about the way you build up on your assets, investment, and portfolio. So kailangan po tingnan natin yun. Opportunity siya eh. Imbes na tumatakbo tayo, iba dapat ang ginagawa natin. But then again, I will have to repeat, dapat po selective. Siyempre naman, pag namimili tayo ng stock, at lalong-lalo na kung hindi naman tayo individual stock selection strategy ang ginagawa, pumunta na po tayo dun sa mga managed funds na palagay natin will be growing over time. And we just have to be consistent enough to put money in there. Tanong po, alam nyo, last year was a bad year for many. But it was a good year for some investors. Bakit po nagkaganon? Why are you going to ask me that? Talaga ba, Rex, it was good for some investors? Yes. Because let me tell you this, the people who consistently invested every month last year actually ended the year well. Ended the year well. Pero yung dating nag-i-invest na huminto at natakot, ayun hanggang ngayon po hindi pa nakakabawi. So if you're going to be putting yourself in that perspective, understanding what you are and what you are about, magkakaiba po ang treatment natin sa ating investment propositions. So if you're an investor hoping to achieve long-term financial dreams, this can be a great opportunity. So yung mga tanong na, Rex, ba't hindi umaakyat? Rex, ba't mababa? Ipapasagot ko dun. Di ba long-term investor ka? Di ba napakagandang opportunity yan para mag-accumulate ka? Binibigyan ka ng merkado ng time para makasakay. Yan po ang kailangan nating mindset sa ganyan. Again, we have to be selective. I don't want you to pour your money and invest everything. No. Just be consistent and make good selections on where to put that money. Now, if you're trading, that's a different story. If you're trading, you have to be able to know your rules, be selective as to what you put your money in, and be sure about when are you going to go out and take out the elements of emotion like greed and fear from the way you trade. Or else, you're going to be gambling. And we see that happen just this last 2 weeks. When stocks have been stretched out, alam nyo, umakyat 200, 300%. Ha? Umakyat sa limit 2 days. Nag-ambisyon pa ng 3rd day. After that, marami na pong naging luhaan. Dire-diretso na ang paglagapak. So I hope you don't get hit with that because I guess by that time, those people are already gambling. And I will tell you this, when you gamble, there are big players out there. There are very seasoned veterans out there who will just be there to take your money. So be careful with that. Lastly, I'd want everyone to understand the way this is going to pan out. As many markets have done it, history, I always mention, repeats itself. So how are you going to view this? It's going to be based on what we have done today in this very short video. Trying to understand the market. I'm not perfect. I might be wrong. So please, do a bit of your research. But second, it's that understanding of who we are. The type of investor or trader we are. And acting accordingly to that. Kasi po, nangyayari sa iba. Trader Pag naipit, long term na. Diba? So, wag po tayong ganon. Again, this is Rex Mendoza. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Abangan nyo po, maglalabas pa kami ng iba't ibang video that will help you in this journey. I hope you will allow us, for those people who are not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and hit that bell button so that you're going to be informed of the videos we release. Please do like this video, and I hope your family and loved ones will all be blessed. See you again soon. Thank you.